Well, congratulations to everybody that's going to NAS this year. Um,
Woo!
this first poem had a really long title when I used to throw shots at people who hated on Columbus poets, but now it's just called My City. I'm sorry you feel that way, but my city has no teeth. There are no bars, you live in a womb, protecting you from terrors outside her gates. Please stop cursing her for not being jungle or swamp enough for you. Not sand hungry for promise, nor ocean thirsty. My city is an open field. She is vacant, a broken dream, so run free. With spread arms and see if you don't take flight. Soar through my city and feel her breath on your wings. Why do you wish for gunpowder and flintstone tornadoes? She is a grandmother's apron, all open and flowing, ready and eager to stain herself. Yet you hunger strike, refuse to leave your room until your city treats you more like waste, like meat, like table scraps. You want her to feed you to the dogs, to put you out in the morning, but she refuses to love less, to stop kissing you in the morning. My city insists on crying at your pain, is determined to open her arms to you. Stop fighting and embrace her. Stop running. Lie down, close your eyes, and see my city, beautiful and unique the way that I do. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. In through the nose, hold it. Do you smell that? Past the scent of sweat too deep for bleach and over the union of rubber and plastic, the faint aroma of drive, of heart. The stench you get when you leave it all, a burnt offering. This is the smell of sacrifice, of time and muscle, of sleep and tears, of blood. The sanctuary will only accept your best. You cannot pay your way here. The tolls are too deep. Then any pocketbook and the road to victory is paved in broken bones and hearts, in lost weight and spirit. Listen. Can you hear it? Behind the death metal riffs and snare drum snaps of the soundtracks, the sound of flesh hitting mats again and again and again. This is the sound of resiliency, a symphony of never quit in A minor. The determined know this sound by taste. It is the sound of third and fourth winds, of sudden death despair. The vocals are raw, thought primitive and savage, but witness how beautiful it is when the body refuses to concede quietly. Now open your eyes. What is it that you see? Pride in the eyes of a 5-year-old. Do you see the brother, sisterhood, the camaraderie? There are no crabs here, only warriors. Look down. This is not a gridiron, nor a court. Titles like king aren't handed out arbitrarily. They are earned by way of tech falls and comeback wins, by miles ran and shots taken. This is a wrestling match, when the hand raising is just a footnote to the epic toe between the whistles, where the victor isn't always the one with the most points, but the one who refuses to give, and defeat isn't always bitter, so you learn the sweetness of your opponent fearing the rematch. This church of hard work doesn't discriminate, but accepts all willing to bear the load. This is where we pay homage to the oldest and greatest sport known to man. And if you don't have what it takes to make it here, that's cool. Basketball court is just down the street. Father's Day's coming up, and since he has never seen me perform, I wrote one for my mom, and I wrote this one for my father. So, since he can't be here, Dad, this is for you. My father is a lamb with iron hands, a goldfish in the ocean, a Swiss bank of stories and wisdom. He has calluses in places that you don't even earn without first going days without food, sleep in places that heads aren't meant to lay. He knows struggle, like being born with a bad name, in a town where that meant more than your skin at times. My father is a best in show purebred, once confused for a mutt. This magnificent beast, the lion born out of a molehill, stands atop a mountain of his own creation. This man, made in God's image, was given nothing and made a life, family, world that he can call his own, filled with love. My father is the ostrich that never hides his head, the cheetah that lets food come to him. This man of 6 nations stops wars 100 miles away with one phone call. A loving man, who will give you enough rope to hang yourself, then cuts you down and hug life into you, both executioner and savior. And to be frank, he's given whoopings with his mouth that his hands fear the strength of. And my father is strong. Unyoked oxen, elephant knowledgeable of his freedom strong. I dare you to try and hold him back. A king confident to walk without fanfare. Would never subject his people to wipe the sweat off his brow, but we would if he asked us to, because we love him. This man, this great man, my father.
Woo!
The poem that for some reason people like. The first lie every woman tells in a relationship is they want their boyfriend to be honest. That's complete bull. But let's be honest. Your last boyfriend took you to Europe for your birthday. The one before that cooked you a 5-course meal. 4 boyfriends ago, you got a new car. The one after that gave you diamonds. Your second boyfriend made you a bookshelf by hand. His successor took you to a different restaurant every day, and I can't afford any of that. I can barely help my hamburger. The last thing I built came out of a box marked Legos, and none of the restaurants I go to have stars next to them. Sidebar. Now, this is the part of the poem where your average romantic type will try to win you back with lies like he's going to wipe the tears from your eyes and swallow all your pain and other revolting crap like that. I can't do that. I'm not a poet. I'm an a-hole. And I'm lazy. And because they set the bar so high for being good, reaching it will take lots of work. Bump that. I want to be your worst ex-boyfriend. I want to be everything your other boyfriends did wrong times 10. If they never held a door, I'll run up just to make sure it slams in your face. If they ignore your calls, I want to ignore your life. If you pay for one meal, you will pay for every meal. And that's not all. If you join today, dishes, you. Laundry, you. Cut the grass, oh hell yes, and do the hedges too. But that is nothing. What I really look forward to, the ice cream on the cake and the cherry, the finale, the breakup. You see, while those other guys were working hard, striving to upstage each other when they were in a relationship with flowers and candy and cute notes in the lunches and holding hands and nicknames, if I continue with this list, I will vomit. While they were striving so hard to be the leading role, they failed to plan for the future and were lackluster in their exit. I want an Oscar award-winning breakup. I want a Jerry Maguire, Scarface say hello to the bad guy. A few good men. You can't handle the true quality breakup. I want to be the one that you never tell your friends about. The one that gives you hope when all the other relationships burn out. I want to be the biggest skeleton in your closet. The one you are afraid to confront in public because you know I have no fear telling all our dirty little secrets. Like the choking, the leather, the first time I made you role play was also the first time you met my parents. So if you want the picture of the Imagery family plus Sailor Moon broadcasted all over Facebook and Twitter, then please date me. I want to be the ex you write poems about that make other poets think you're making that up. Like there is no way he left you on 270 because you forgot to supersize his drink. What can I say? I really like sweet tea. So if you really want to know just how much you are willing to take, holla at me. I got bills need to be paid.
I'm clapping for that.
Fair enough, that's the reaction I want, but for some reason I get 30s. Last one. This was published in an anthology along with a poem by Alexis Michelle, Family of Hands. The description of my family is told best in hands. My great-great-grandfather's hands built a foundation, erected pillars, made a home fit for 3 generations. My grandmother's hands pulled together cities, offered protection, held rulers and gave discipline as well as hugs. My uncles are boulders that made men. My aunts decorated hair and sarcasms. My sisters are giving her a future her brothers were too foolish to grasp. The hands of my youngest brother are being trained to fight for his country. At night they write letters of love to those he's defending. My father's hands used to go to war, used to know how to fight, but now relax, write thesis, hold his wife. My baby sisters were born with identical sets of hands. They were given a lifetime to find out what to do with them. The hands of my mother and grandfather I saved for last. When we read their poems, it would be a story of labor, of hard work, of sweat and tears. Their hands show love, devotion, dedication. My hands worship theirs in adoration. The description of my family is best told in hands, and mine are the one to tell them.